Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to cut through the noise, get straight to what matters.
Exactly.
And today, we're looking at a career path that, honestly, it sparkles for a lot of people. You hear easy money, you hear set your own hours.
The dream.
The dream. We're talking about real estate. You know, you picture closing big deals, checks rolling in, total freedom. It sounds amazing.
It really does sound appealing.
But how much of that is, well, real? How much lines up with the day-to-day grind? That's our mission today. Slice through the hype, figure out what it really takes so you can, make a smart choice. Avoid the frustration.
Yeah, and getting that full picture is just so vital, isn't it? Especially with big career moves or jumping into something like real estate that gets, well, romanticized.
Romanticize is a good word for it.
These myths, they sound good, they feel comfortable, but honestly, they can actually trip you up if you don't see them for what they are right from the start.
Yeah.
Getting solid, accurate guidance, it can make all the difference. Save you a ton of time, effort, maybe even some heartache down the line.
Definitely. And to help us do that, we dove into some great source material. It's an episode called Real Estate Agent Myths Debunked.
Okay. Sounds direct.
Yeah, it's pretty candid, no gloss, just a real boots on the ground look at what success actually requires. It gets way beyond those common ideas. It's exactly the kind of clear, practical stuff we like to explore here.
Perfect.
Okay, so let's unpack this. The first big one, maybe the biggest, the one that probably pulls most people in.
Let me guess. Easy money.
Bingo. The idea that becoming a real estate agent is just easy money. I mean, you see the big checks, the nice cars, maybe those fancy open houses.
Sure. The highlight reel.
Exactly. And you think, hey, that looks pretty good. I could do that. But is that really it?
Yeah, it's so pervasive, that myth. But our source material just cuts right through it. It says flat out, no, it's hard work for every check. Simple as that.
Hard work for every check.
Okay. Success isn't effortless. Not even close. It takes consistent, really relentless effort. Think about all the hours just finding leads.
Right, lead generation.
Yeah, cold calling, knocking on doors, networking like crazy, online ads, constantly reaching out. Then showing properties, often to people who aren't sure what they want or, might just walk away. Plus negotiations, stacks of paperwork, dealing with all the hiccups, the emotions. I mean, it's a huge deal for people buying or selling a home.
So definitely not just unlocking a door and grabbing a check. It sounds like a massive commitment just to get to the check part.
Exactly.
What's realistic then for someone starting out? Like, when do they actually start seeing decent money? Is it going to be a lean first year? Maybe longer.
That's a great question because, yeah, that easy money you might eventually see, it comes after a ton of unseen work. Many new agents go months, sometimes, even a year or more. Without a serious paycheck.
Wow, a year.
It happens. They're burning through savings, just trying to build that initial client list, that pipeline. And the costs. Licensing, board dues, MLS fees, marketing, website insurance.
Right, the startup stuff.
Yeah, plus gas, car, phone. It all adds up. The upfront investment, time and money, it's significant. And the income is just variable. That can be a huge shock.
So that one big commission check people talk about?
It often represents hundreds of hours, maybe thousands in marketing spend, plus all the deals that fell through, the rejections, especially early on.
That iceberg analogy really hits home. You see the tip, but there's this huge amount of effort underneath.
Precisely.
Okay, but what about the freedom part? That's another huge draw, right? Set your own schedule. Escaping the 9 to 5, is that one also maybe a bit misleading?
Well, this brings up that whole idea of what flexibility really means here. You do have autonomy technically. No punching a clock, but the source is really clear. Clients dictate when you're really needed. So yeah, you might set your hours on paper, but those hours often end up being whenever your clients are free or need you, which can be, well, unpredictable.
So less about working whenever you feel like it and more about being constantly available, like an entrepreneur, always kind of on.
That's a much better way to put it. Think about it. When do most people look at houses?
Evenings, weekends.
Exactly. After work, weekends. And urgent stuff pops up constantly. A hot new listing, a competing offer, a client needs to see something right now.
Before it's gone.
Right. So successful agents, they have to be incredibly disciplined, super responsive. That often means changing personal plans, missing stuff, dinner, getting interrupted.
Not quite the picture of total freedom then.
Well, the flexibility comes with serious self-management. You need rock-solid time blocking and just this unwavering commitment to service. You're basically on call way more than you might think. Your reputation depends on it. It takes huge discipline to manage that and, still have a life.
That's a really important distinction. Autonomy, yes, but maybe trading predictable hours for demanding unpredictable ones.
You could say that.
Okay, myth number 3. This one feels common for anyone going into sales or anything client-based, really. The idea that friends and family will give you all their business.
Yes, the built-in client-based assumption.
Yeah, it just feels natural. Like, okay, my network will be my first clients, easy start.
And again, the source brings the reality check. Nope, you have to earn trust, your network. It's a starting point, not your pipeline.
A starting point, not your pipeline. Okay. Pipeline meaning that steady flow of business you need.
Exactly. That sustainable flow. Sure, friends and family might give you referrals, might consider you, but you can't just expect their business. You still got to prove your value, your expertise, your trustworthiness, just like with anyone else.
Even with people you know well.
Sometimes it's even harder. The stakes can feel higher. Maybe they have weird expectations, or maybe they actually prefer someone a bit more removed.
Yeah.
Less personal.
That's interesting. I hadn't thought about that angle, the potential awkwardness or different pressure. So how do you earn trust then, especially with people you already know? And how do you build beyond them if they're not the whole pipeline?
Earning trust. With anyone, really, it means showing you're competent and committed. With friends and family, maybe it's overcoming their view of you as just, their buddy or their cousin.
Right. Can they really handle this big transaction?
Exactly. You have to show them you're a skilled professional. That means listening, understanding what they really need, giving solid market advice, being a tough negotiator when needed, showing them you're the best choice, relationship aside.
Makes sense.
And getting beyond them. That's active cultivation. Networking consistently, providing value, maybe in your community, building a reputation. It's about building trust with everyone, not just leaning on old ties. It's fundamental, and it takes constant proactive work.
Okay, so pulling these 3 myths together, the easy money, setting your own schedule, friends and family lining up, what's the real story? What are the core truths we should take away?
Yeah, if we connect the dots, the truths to replace myths are pretty clear and actually quite useful. First, success demands consistent effort. Plain and simple. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Your income is tied to your hustle. No shortcuts.
Okay. Consistent effort. Got it.
Second, flexibility exists, but discipline is key. Being your own boss sounds great, but it means you need to be super organized, self-motivated, ready to jump when clients need you, often outside normal hours. Managing yourself is critical.
Discipline, right.
And third, your network. It's a starting point, not your pipeline. Remember, you still have to earn trust from everyone. Prove your value constantly. Build that diverse client base.
That really shifts the perspective, doesn't it? From a dream job to demanding business.
It's definitely a business.
Okay, and speaking of practical stuff, the source had a great quick tip for anyone thinking about this. Follow 3 agents who share the real behind the scenes, not just highlights.
Oh, that's a fantastic tip. So important now.
Why is that so powerful, do you think?
Well, think about social media, right? It's all curated perfection, the highlight reel. This tip pushes you to seek out authenticity.
Find the real deal.
Exactly. Follow agents who aren't afraid to show the messy parts, the rejections, the paperwork nightmares, the tough clients, the deals falling apart last minute, alongside the wins.
So you get the full picture.
You get a much more realistic view. You see the actual work, the grind, the problem solving needed, not just the smiling photo at closing.
It's like building up your mental prep for what's really coming. How would someone find those kinds of agents, though? And what should they look for?
Good question. Look beyond just the glossy Instagram feeds. Maybe YouTube channels doing day-in-the-life vlogs, some blogs, agents who talk openly about challenges.
Not just listings and closings.
Right. Look for content about overcoming obstacles, dealing with tough market shifts, managing client issues, maybe even showing the sheer volume of paperwork. It's about finding that gritty reality that often gets left out. It reinforces that whole theme. Get accurate guidance, make your decision based on reality, not just the shiny version. That's key for actually sticking with it and being successful.
And that really brings us back to the core point of this deep dive, those myths. They sound great, easy to buy into, but knowing the truth, the hard, consistent effort, the required discipline, the need to truly earn trust, that's what sets you up for real success.
Absolutely.
We really wanted to give you that realistic perspective today, arm you with that knowledge.
And, it brings up a bigger question, really, for anyone looking at any new venture, not just real estate, especially those promising quick wins.
Which is?
Are you chasing some idealized fantasy of success? Or are you genuinely ready for the relentless effort, the discipline, the real dedication that achievement almost always demands? It's a good lens to apply, I think.
That's a powerful thought to end on, understanding that difference.
Well, thank you for joining us on this deep dive. We hope this look into the realities of real estate helps you make informed choices, whatever path you're considering.
Hope so too.
Until next time.